Good morning. This is my response for Tannen's book, That's Not What I Meant, second part. What I'm going to do is to explain or present the main points in these chapters, and then I'm going to give you, we're going to put in the table some questions that we might discuss in class. In the last chapters, we talk about how we tend to use indirectness to communicate. Now, in these chapters, we see that we get some benefits using indirectness in our way to communicate. So what are those benefits? First, one is the pleasure that we can feel when we get what we want without saying it. Second is the showing the empathy and the understanding for the other person, for their needs, or the person who is in front of us. And third is a protective benefit. So we using indirectness we can protect ourselves from confrontation and rejection that we don't want to face. The interesting part is these benefits are related with those human needs of involvement and independence that we talk also in the last chapters. The author also brought up two terms, that is framing and footing. Framing, I have a little hard time trying to define framing, understand the term of framing, but in my own words will be is the way how we shape the communication and through those devices and signals that we saw in the last chapters. So through intonations, pauses, pace, and pitch. Those are things that are going to frame or going to shape the communication that we have, that we're going to establish with somebody else. And footing is the relationship that we establish with the other person. And it could be a relationship of power, or it could be a relationship of solidarity. Another part in this chapter is why we cannot be direct. The author present four reasons. One is the truth. What is the truth, and we're never going to have enough time and enough energy to explain all the details in one aspect. Second, sometimes being direct is not enough because the other part needs more information that it's not asking for, so it's not enough. Third, it can be hurtful. It can hurt when we're very direct. Four, it can be hurtful and because the other person have a different style than us. So that different style is gonna always interfere and being totally direct. Now my questions are related with the deaf community and is how we know that the deaf community is well known for being direct, right? They don't have time. All the history says that they, when in their encounters, they need to cover as much as they can in their communication. So how does characteristics or reasons that why people cannot be direct change in deaf culture? In the deaf culture, are the same, or they actually are direct, but some of these four reasons apply for them, so they can just use some kind of indirectness sometimes. Also, I would like to say that in terms of shape, in terms of framing, sometimes we can see it when we're interacting with deaf people and they notice that we are students and we're learning the language, so they shape the communication in terms of going and being and they put in the relationship in a solidarity way. So they start signing slower and they start just explaining things a little more and trying to be helpful for us. Bye.